The second group is very different. You meet for an hour and a half with 5 to 8 other men, same men for the whole 12 weeks. We try and match men that have similar age children going through the same thing, facilitated by one of us. And we take you through basically a men's group, but a father's group. This is when you get to check in about what's alive for you in your world. You get to practice what's happening. You get to support the other men. This is where we, as a group of men, come together in the humble but fierce inquiry of what it is to be the best fathers we can be, to do right by what our children deserve, what our parents deserve, what our fathers and mothers hope for us as men. We do this with humility, with vulnerability, with commitment and fierceness. We show up for each other. And this is a group where really the magic happens. This is where our lives pour out. This is where we get to really know each other and form hopefully lifelong friendships.
Yeah, these groups are really beautiful. It's a place where men bring their hearts, bring their vulnerability, bring the places where they're challenged, where things are difficult for them, are seen and held by the other men, and then are also challenged to kick it up to the next level. We've seen lots of transformation in the men we've been leading so far, and it's a very powerful experience.
One of my favorite things about it is how much wisdom is in all of us. What was the best in our fathers and their fathers? What did we see that we never want to repeat? There's so much cross sharing and cross wisdom. It's like a laboratory for the masculine. What is arising within us? And it feels amazing to be witnessed in this sometimes very lonely journey of what it is to be a father, where there's not a lot of people around you that even have the time or the space to explore or support you because we're all so inundated by all the responsibilities and the thousands of expectations that are on us.
It's a great space to finally come back to ourselves and check in. Where am I? It's been a crazy week. I've been putting out fires everywhere and responsible for everything. To see men come into this space and to sink down, have a meditation, come in contact with themselves, express to the others what's on their heart, what's causing pain or difficulty for them in this particular moment, and then again be held and seen by the other men.
Some of the things we've heard the men that have come through our group, the men that are part of this community say over and over is that how surprised they were that this was the hour and a half every week that they felt that they could come back to themselves. That it took so much effort to carve the time. And every time they stepped into it, they were like, oh, there I am. It's a time to orient. It's a time to really just look over the trees for the forest and decide as a man, where am I leading my family? And then get back into the day-to-day war battle of distraction and then everything that's coming back and forth. We've also heard men say, this is my partner's favorite thing. She's very happy to watch the kids when I go here. At first she was resistant and then she just loves being there when I come back out of this group. She just comes up to me. How was it? How's it going? There's something about the masculine that we all need, that we all nourished by. Most of the men in these groups are very supported by their partners. Initially, there's skepticism. It's too much money. It's too much time. There's too many demands on us. We need you. And then you realize, oh, if I spend some time sharpening my presence, grounding, I'm way more efficient. I'm way more present. An hour with my family after being seeped into the deep masculine is way better than 10 hours when I'm not.